Shalom, first and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Makakodas. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this too. Salutation on Yakin pushing his word day in and day out. Let me go into this, man.
Yeah, so this morning, ICE Baltimore started off. We have 4 teams out. So the team that you guys were with today, yes, ICE Baltimore started off. We have 4 teams out. So the team that you guys were with today, we had our 4 targets initially. We had our child pornography, our wanted homicide down in El Salvador, our armed robber, and our drug dealer. Now, so far, we've apprehended the man wanted for homicide in El Salvador. We've apprehended the armed robber. We are currently sitting outside and waiting for the conviction for child pornography. We're going to sit on that house for a couple more hours. And the drug dealer gave us a bad address, but we're gonna hunt him down. Like, my officers are the best in the business at this, so we will find him. Other than that, we were able to apprehend 12 other individuals. My other teams that were out today, a combination of ICE, Homeland Security investigations, and enforcement removal operations together, were out arresting numerous cases throughout the state that were all public safety cases. ICE only does targeted enforcement operations. We do not do raids. We do not do dragnets. We do not do sweeps. That is not something ICE has ever done. We do targeted enforcement. But part of that targeted enforcement, if I'm going for an MS-13 gang member and I see someone next to him that has a big 13 on their face, I'm going to start asking that person questions. So in that aspect, what we'll do is we'll ask that person, and if we arrest him, we determine they're illegally in the United States, that is what we consider a collateral arrest. So they will come with us also. So that's one of the big differences here is the handcuffs are off, collaterals are on the table. So if someone's here illegally, there's no protection for people just because they didn't happen to be the target that day, right? And when we're looking for these people, it's never 100%. As successful as my team is, we're number 1 in the United States when it comes to getting sex offenders. And as successful as we are, we don't always bat 100%. But I will say that, these people, just because we didn't get them today, does not mean we won't get them tomorrow. We will constantly be out looking for them, especially these egregious public safety cases. Looking for these guys will never stop. Teams out. So,
Yeah, so
the
it
team that you guys
sounds
were
like
with today.
an endless job, man. Going after I believe it's over 100 million so-called migrants here in Babylon. Going back to the 70s, 80s, up until today, man. In 90s, 2000s. It's just that it was a big influx that was publicized within the past 4 years with Biden in office. Okay. So it's this devil, man. I probably titled this lesson ICE Targeted Individuals because he said this ain't a sweep, it ain't a raid. They know exactly who they going after and where they live, where they work, where they go to school. Because, I think that was an article I had pulled up. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, ICE raids at elementary schools possible. You know what I'm saying? Elementary, man. Middle and elementary, man. These are literally children, man. You know what I'm saying? But this devil don't play fair, man. Scripture says make no covenant with the heathen. And, technically, even though this is the northern tribes land, but, when you come here or sneak across here, start working and shit, you making a covenant with the heathen because the heathen is sponsoring you to have temporary residence here. You have a temporary work visa or whatever, work residency card. So you can work here for $5 an hour to make Esau richer. $10 an hour. And so forth, man. But a lot of businesses are going to suffer. Especially construction. Because the northern tribes, they can build a house like nothing. For nothing. So let me get some precepts, man. This ain't gonna be very long. This is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the habitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So the so-called white man is saying the pitchfork devil. Some of the so-called white man. He's coming down with great wrath, man. And who are the elites using to perpetuate this Trump, man? You know, he's the bad cop, man. That's pissing a lot of people off. In every industry, every country, and so forth. Every sector. You know, because he knows he has a short time, so he's like, man, I gotta go harder. Because, you know, we living in a time of all truths being revealed. And one of them is who the real Israelites are. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's coming down on so-called black and brown people. Because you got, you know, so-called Haitians and West Indians. That's amongst the migrants as well, too. You know, from Caribbean, South and Central America, and so forth. You know. So this man Trump ain't playing, man. You know. But it's all the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai anyway. All right. So, you know, me personally, I believe we living in Jacob's trouble. You know, they just using these migrants as a test grounds for roundups before they round up. You know, a lot of Jakes out here. They just testing with the northern tribes and throwing them in the FEMA camps and so forth. Man, everything's a trial run before Esau go live with the full thing. And we're seeing a trial run right now. Before the enemy comes in like a flood. Right now he's flooding, you know, the undocumented. You know, people that so-called don't belong here. So he knows he has a short time, so he has to get moving with his agenda. Because even this devil, he's behind, man, on his so-called New World Order. This is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Because, yeah, you're going to have certain men of the Lord, certain brothers going to be put in uncomfortable situations, man. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, which means a complete number of days, and be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. So, hey, if it comes down to the chip and heads rolling, you better choose heads rolling, man. All right, because the chip is a short-lived gratification, man. Which ain't no gratification in that, because you're getting cancer, you basically being preserved for the missiles, man. You know, so that's what they, you know, may end up doing with some of them so-called illegals. You know, start offering the potato chip or forced potato chip in these people, man. All right. So we living in some very, very interesting times. This is Acts 12. And I'm going to start at... at 1. Now about that time, Herod, which is the wicked Edomite, the king, stretched forth his hand to vex certain of the church, and he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, that these 2/3 niggas, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread, talking about the Passover. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him. All right, meaning he's locked up, intending after Eastover, aka Passover, to bring him forth to the people. Peter, therefore, was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto Yahweh for him. And when Herod would have brought him forth the same night, Peter was sleeping between two soldiers bound with two chains. And the keepers before the door kept the prison, and behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison. And that's the brightness of an angel, man. And he smote Peter on the side, hit him on the side, and raised him up, saying, "Arise up quickly." And the chains fell off from his hands. And I could picture this. He's rising up, and the chains just fall and drop, and probably didn't even make any noise, or if it did make noise, the goddamn guards were just so much in a deep sleep they ain't hear it. And the angel said unto him, "Gird thyself and bind thy sandals." Yeah, get your shit. And so he did. And he saith unto him, "Cast thy garment about thee and follow me." And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but he thought he saw a vision. And he thought it was a dream. And when they were past the first and the second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his own accord. And they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. All right. So the angel dipped out. And when Peter was come to himself, he said, "Now I know of a surety that the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, have sent his angel and have delivered me out of the hand of Herod, and from all the expectation of the people of the Jews." And what's that expectation? They thought Peter was going to be next to get slayed. And them 2/3. That's the same evil generation that's here now. Just like they was disappointed that Peter didn't get smitten then, they're going to be disappointed that, hey, you're going to have men of the Lord with spiritual power out here, man. Which Peter, he's definitely a man of the Lord, all right? So, for brothers that's in that situation, whether it's martial law, grabbed up, or ICE grabbed you up, hey, remember these precepts, Peter. Hold on, it's like a list of prophets, man. Small list. So I just put a prophet that were freed by angels in Google, and it says Peter and Paul and Silas and so forth, man. All right, they were freed by angels, man. Okay. And there's accounts that might not even be written in the book where the other prophets were freed by angels. Because one thing about the men of the Lord, including myself, because I believe I'm a part, of that fold out of one Ratazah. We all been locked up. We all got to, see the other side of them jail walls, man. And the Lord delivered us every time, man. I remember my last situation was like almost 7 years ago. I went to court, and Lord put the spirit on the lawyer to represent me pro bono. And what pro bono means is for free. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear of a lawyer ever working for free, so that's the Lord, man. And I put blessings upon blessings on that lawyer. I forget his name, but I'm sure he's doing well, whatever practice he's doing, man. This is going way back 2018, so I know he's doing well now, man. So, and I put up another prayer, man. Y'all Bashem Yahushua, protect that brother, man, because I believe he's an Israelite foreigner. He looked like an Arab, or from where what's that nigga name? French Montana from like the northern parts of Africa, the northern so-called Arab parts of Africa. I believe he's one of them countries. But he had a good spirit, man. I even tried to like pay him back when I had the money, but he never responded to the email. So now who knows? I could have been an angel or whatever, right? I don't know what the hell that situation was, but Scripture says if the Lord is with you, who can be against you? So that includes ICE and Esau and Trump. So if the Lord's with you, you ain't got to worry about a goddamn thing. All right, so I'm going to end it there till next time. Shalom.